Welcome to Tobar's Realm. Well, I don't know if you saw my last video, but I made a little cosplay dog armor helmet for my little dachshund, and today I think I'm going to start on some chainmail armor for the body. So forgive my terrible drawing. I just use this as a way to get measurements and get started. So I already made the helmet, and now I want to make chainmail that'll be go to the front and laced. And I'm getting this idea from a picture that my daughter sent me, I don't know, on TikTok or whatever, but essentially make a chainmail cover for its back. And in the picture I saw, it kind of had it cut out where the tail is, and then the leg went around and attached, so it's kind of a loop. I also have some fabric that I'm going to use as kind of like a horse blanket underneath it. So I'm just going to go and get some measurements off the dog to get how long it needs to be this way, how long it needs to be over the top, just kind of some basics. So I'm going to go do that. Alright, well, I got some measurements off the dog, and so this is 5 inches, and then I'm going to cut out approximately where the head will be, and then this part should reach around his front of his chest. This will be something to do around his back legs, so I'm just going to get this cut out and go and try it on him and see if it's even close. And then once I get this pattern kind of figured out, I'll transfer it to the material I'm actually going to use. And then here's the rings I got to do the chainmail out of. These are, let's see, 14 gauge, 5/16 inner diameter from the Ring Lord. So these are aluminum, anodized aluminum, so they're real light. Bought stuff from them before. They got good stuff. I'd recommend them. But I'm gonna get this pattern worked out first. Alright, well, I got the pattern basically finalized, except I left these a little long. This will be where his butt is, and then these will go kind of around his legs, come back around. I'll finalize that a little bit later. And this will go around the head and then laced in the front. But I'm moving on to the second part where the trim I want to put on this. This is another like faux suede window treatment curtain type thing. But I'm going to cut it off and just fold it around this, rivet it all the way down, and then on this part up, I can tie in those the chainmail. I can just poke a hole through it and run the chainmail right through it, just to hold it with this fabric. So I'm going to cut this off and continue working on that. Alright, well, I've been getting that trim set up around the edges, just tacked together right now. So this will be the neck part. That'll go around, and I'm going to add some grommets in the front to lace them together. So I think this is good enough that I can go ahead and set these rivets, and then I still need to figure out the details of the back part. But I'll get this set together first with those grommets in there, and then that'll be stable enough that I can put it back on the dog and look at that back part. Alright, so I'm getting ready to set these grommets. I just use the hole punch and do multiple holes just to get it big enough. These are just 2-piece grommets. Stick them together and then use this little tool to flare out the little ribs there. And sometimes they come with like a little plastic round backer thing for them, but that ends up smashing the grommets flat. So I just use a little piece of leather in the back that usually works good to keep it from getting smashed. Alright, well, I got the front done and those grommets installed. Just got it draped over my anvil here to kind of have it sitting similarly to where it will be. So that's looking good. Now I've moved on to the back, and I went and sized it on bow, and this part was too wide right here, so I narrowed that up. Got the rivets done around the edge there, and I installed the strap that's going to go around the inside of his leg. It'll come out, I believe, the third rivet. So got that installed. Now I am going to do the other side, and then I'll just use these little plastic buckles up on the side over on to adjust it there. So just gonna get that in there, get those rivets set. Alright, well, I just tried it on bow and it's fitting pretty good. I didn't show a video of that because he's got an eye infection right now that we're trying to treat, so he's not very photogenic, but I'm gonna get this rivet set, and then that's the leg pieces, and then I'm gonna put a little strap that goes around his chest too, which will be on this one. I'm gonna drill that rivet out and put a little strap of like this around his chest. Let's see, Bo. Fits pretty good. Alright, so the little, I guess, saddle blanket, you could call it, to go underneath the chainmail is done. I may end up getting rid of this corner later. We'll see how it ends up hanging once I get the chainmail on it. If it sticks out weird, I'll end up adjusting that. But that's basically ready to rock. So next I'm starting on the chainmail itself. I'm just going to use a European 4-in-1. And I think I said earlier, this is rings from the ringlord.com, and these are 14 gauge with 5/16 inner diameter. So just going to start off with taking a bag of these, and I'm going to close all these rings because this is how they come when you get them. So I'm going to close them all, and then I'll do another bag where I'll open them all, because when I actually do the weave itself, I can just take an open ring and add a closed ring on it, and then kind of do 2 for 1 on that. So just going to start by opening and closing a bag of each. Well, I've just been working on making the chainmail itself. This is European 4-in-1, which means each ring has 4 other rings going into it. I had closed one package of rings and opened another one just to make it easier to when you're actually assembling it. And this is how much I've gotten out of 2 packages, one that was open, one that was closed. Alright, well, I've been continuing on with that chainmail. Spent, I don't know, about a week working on it. And this is what's left of the 10 bags I bought. I ordered some more. So that would be, with these and this, that's 1,500 rings approximately. So I got the length from head to tail pretty good. I'm going to fill in all the gaps too, but I need to widen it up a little more, so I'm gonna throw a few more lines on this way and get it lined out. Alright, I got the main part done here and ordered some more of these. I just came in yesterday, so I was able to finish this up, and now I'm just gonna kind of fill in the spots right there and right here. So I already got some pre-opened and closed ones, so go ahead and start on that. Alright, well, I finally got the chainmail done. This is approximately 1,800 rings. I would guess it took me probably about 16 hours or so, probably around there. But anyway, now I'm going to attach it around the perimeter, and I'm going to use these smaller, these are 18 gauge, I believe they're 3/16, maybe 5/32. I don't know, they're slightly smaller than a 1/4 inch, but they are 18 gauge. And I'm just going to use this big leather needle to poke a hole so I can thread that ring through it, attach it. So I'm gonna go and kind of tack the middles and the corners and just kind of get it situated, and then I'll end up going around and attach it to every ring all the way around. So let's do that. Ouch. Alrighty, I got the little things all the way around. This would be the neck part, and got the bottom part. So now I'm just gonna make my way up the side. Each ring will get another ring attached to the side. Getting close to being done. Alright, finished up one long side here. Now I gotta finish up this last side, and then I think I'll be done. I gotta find what I'm gonna use for the tie in the front too. But getting close. Alright, all done. Got those little links attached all the way around. And I've got some leather lace here that I'll use to tie the front. You can actually tie it and just put them over their head, and it works fine. Next step is to try it on them. I think it turned out pretty cool. ready for battle.
Bo! Hi.
Because that means, this was somewhere.